Alaska's trusted news source. This is Channel 8 Eyewitness News at 5.
Good evening, everyone, and thank you for joining us. After a short break, the summertime heat and humidity are back.
Yeah, how long are these upper 90 temperatures? Heat index, who knows what that was today? Let's find out from meteorologist Malcolm Byram.
Right, well, as of the last hour, we were at 97 degrees, but I've seen several reports within the last hour of 99 degrees. So you got to wonder if we're going to hit 100 degrees, maybe today, perhaps even tomorrow as well. Let's go on ahead and take a look at satellite and radar perspective. We see some cloud cover over southeast Nebraska, but not too much. Nothing producing rain, but there is some rain off towards the north, and this is moving off towards the northeast. So I don't anticipate that these showers are going to make their way towards Lincoln. We won't rule out an isolated shower, at least for the evening hours and overnight, but most of that does appear to be off towards our north. So we're officially at 98 at the airport at this hour, 97 in Holmes Lake, 97 out in Yankee Hill. Across the area, Lincoln kind of seems like it's the hot spot. We're at 97 in Beatrice, a little cooler towards the Tri-Cities, where we're in the upper 80s to around 90, where we had a little bit more cloud cover. Compare this to temperatures 24 hours ago, and in the eastern part of the state, we are nearly 10 degrees warmer than where we were yesterday. Not only is it the heat, it's also the humidity. Dew point temperatures are in the low to mid 70s. The dew point temperatures are also a little bit higher out towards the Tri-Cities, perhaps also contributing to the fact that they are in the lower 90s. There is a heat advisory in effect for tomorrow because temperatures are going to be in the upper 90s to perhaps 100 in some spots. Factor in the humidity, we could be dealing with some dangerous heat. We're going to talk a little bit more about that coming up in just a couple of minutes. Rob, Megan?
Thank you, Malcolm. We'll talk to you in a little bit here. Now to the latest on Afghanistan. The U.S. working feverishly to evacuate Americans and our Afghan partners from the Kabul airport.
But with the August 31st deadline fast approaching, there are concerns if that deadline will need to be extended. ABC's Alex Perche has the latest.
Less than 10 days before the U.S.'s withdrawal deadline from Afghanistan, evacuations are ramping up amid the possibility of new threats at the airport in Kabul.
Every day we have troops on the ground. These troops and innocent civilians at the airport face the risk of attack from ISIS.
President Biden addressing the nation Sunday, a Pentagon order now compelling 6 commercial airlines to fly evacuees who have already left Afghanistan. The U.S. has evacuated at least 16,000 people from Kabul in the last 24 hours. More than 37,000 have been evacuated since August 14th, according to the Pentagon. Flights of Americans and Afghans arriving at U.S. airports. This group unloading at Dulles International in Virginia before loading onto buses. The president says the U.S. is conducting thorough security screenings for all non-U.S. citizens when they arrive at transit centers, and that anyone arriving in the U.S. will have undergone a background check. But given the sheer volume of evacuees, there are concerns over needing to extend the August 31st deadline, a proposal the Taliban said would cross a red line.
If they are intent on continuing the occupation, so it will provoke a reaction.
The Pentagon responding vaguely today.
We've seen the public statements by the Taliban spokesman about their views on the 31st of August. I think we all understand that view.
Meanwhile, in Kabul, the pandemonium outside the airport not letting up. Thousands of Afghans gathered by the airport gates, the chaos and confusion, a dangerous mix. One NATO official telling Reuters at least 20 people have died in and around the airport since last Saturday, and among them a 2-year-old girl reportedly trampled to death. Well, in this afternoon, a U.S. official telling ABC News that it's highly unlikely the deadline will be extended. Alex Perche, ABC News, Washington.
And back here locally, a group of UNL students are working to push awareness on what's happening over in Afghanistan.
Many members of the Student Run Association have personal ties to the country and the chaos that's unfolding. Channel 8's Alexis Skaneski has their story as we cover Lincoln tonight.
The Afghan Student Association on UNL's campus is busy planning protests, fundraisers, and filling out government paperwork, all in hopes of keeping their family and friends safe that are still in Afghanistan.
So I've heard a lot from my aunt. I keep in contact with her, and she's been telling me that they're not going outside because people are just scared of what is to come.
Harris Ibrahim and Susan Kudus have loved ones trying to evacuate Afghanistan after the Taliban has taken control of the country. While some of their family members have been evacuated, for the rest who are still in the crossfire, these UNL students are terrified of what may happen.
It's a very personal feeling to have a connection back in Afghanistan with the rest of our family and to feel like their lives were pretty much like being backtracked about like 30 years. And
both Harris and Susan were born in Lincoln and have lived here their entire lives, but their culture is very important to them. So important that they have taken over the Afghan Student Association on campus that was originally created by the older generation of their relatives. A group for Afghans to get familiar with the U.S., but it's also a chance for others to learn about the country and culture. But since the Taliban takeover, AFSA wants to raise awareness, hold fundraisers, and protest here in Lincoln to raise money for the people in Afghanistan.
We've been doing a lot of things. Primarily, right now we're brainstorming, but we're currently in the process of getting things moving along. We have plans for an upcoming protest. We have working with the United Nations and the immigration attorneys and whatnot, other organizations that are helping refugees because they need translational services, and we all are fluent in Dari or Farsi.
They're reaching out to every person, place, and organization you could imagine, trying to promote awareness about the situation unfolding in the Middle East.
America's involvement in Afghanistan has gone on for so long, 20 years, and people have personal connections there, whether like they have friends or family who are veterans from Afghanistan, and it's so great to see how many supportive people there are in Lincoln.
For Nebraska's trusted news source, I'm Alexis Ganeski.
Now, coming up on August 28th, protests will be going on internationally regarding the situation in Afghanistan.
And Susan and Harris hope to have something planned to participate on that day, but nothing is concrete yet. And speaking of UNL, it was the first day back to the classroom for students. After a long summer break, Huskers flooded campus again. Students say they're ready to get back to work, even if that means some new protocols.
I'm definitely not concerned. I'm just worried that not everyone will listen to the protocols and that we might have to be back on Zoom or go home. So I just hope everyone is able to follow the protocols.
UNL students are supposed to show their vaccine cards or, if unvaccinated, require a negative COVID test weekly. And it's not only the students who are back on campus, it's game week for the Huskers.
The football team taking on Illinois Saturday. Kelsey Casper joins us now with more. I got to assume the team is excited.
Yeah, definitely, guys. Those players are excited, but mostly they're staying laser focused on Saturday's game as they know the stakes of playing a conference opponent in week 0 are high, and the fact that all eyes will be on them opening up the college football season.
This is why you're at Nebraska, man. The lights, show, and cameras are always here. They have to be ready for that. We just can't let that, overwhelm anybody because it is the first week of college football just to kick everything off, and everybody needs to stay locked in. Don't jump into the hype, man. Just, like I said, stay locked in, be ready for this game.
Most important game is Saturday. I think that's been stressed on the team. We can't get ahead of ourselves. We got to go one game at a time. In Illinois, since the Rutgers game last year, had our eyes on Illinois. So it is the biggest game because we've been preparing for the last 8 months for this game.
Yeah, you're never 100% satisfied. We can always get better, but I've been excited about the preparation. All the preparation in the world doesn't matter if you don't go play well. So I think our guys are laser focused right now, and I like where they are.
Frost definitely not wasting any time getting to the point today, and that his team is ready to play. And also, Nebraska announced that 12 defensive players received their black shirts today at practice. I'll tell you which guys received that honor coming up tonight at 6. Guys?
All right, thank you very much, Kelsey. Also breaking today, news from the Big Ten regarding COVID.
If a Big Ten team cannot play a game this season because of a COVID case or outbreak, that team will be forced to forfeit the game. We've got the full statement from the Big Ten on our website, klkntv.com.
And staying with this theme here, Bryan Health releasing today that they had 6 deaths from COVID-19 over the weekend. There were also 6 pediatric patients there at Bryan, but those are non-COVID cases. There are 51 COVID patients at the hospital. 9 are on ventilators.
Today, the FDA fully approved the Pfizer COVID-19 vaccine. This had local doctors thrilled and extremely pleased. They say it was a long time coming, and they understood why there was initial hesitancy to approve such a widely used and important vaccine.
We didn't know what the side effects were going to be. We didn't know what it was going to look like 6 months after the first dose. We didn't know exactly how effective it was. But the thing that is so great about this FDA approval is, the FDA is the gold standard. They do incredibly rigorous evaluations of all data.
Dr. Ward says he is certain the approval will lead to more and more vaccinations and mandates as well in businesses and government, and hopes that this approval will make those of you who are on the fence about getting the vaccine more comfortable. ABC's Morgan Norwood has the latest on this coronavirus news.
As the Delta variant rages, the FDA granting full approval of the Pfizer COVID vaccine for those 16 and older, making it the first to be fully licensed in the U.S.
This is a pivotal moment for our country in the fight against the pandemic.
The approval comes as more than 80 million eligible Americans are still unvaccinated. 31% of those who haven't gotten the shot say they would if it's approved by the FDA. Pfizer releasing a statement saying the public can be confident that this vaccine meets the FDA's gold standard for safety.
By following our rigorous processes to evaluate this application, we hope those who have waited until now to make the choice to protect themselves and thereby also help protect their communities by reducing the spread of COVID-19 will go and get vaccinated.
With the FDA backing the vaccine, businesses, school districts, and government agencies now have even more legal cover to require vaccinations. The Pentagon immediately announcing it will press ahead with plans to require members of the military to get their shots. New York City mandating vaccines for teachers and school staff.
This is a game-changing moment. We've been waiting for this for a long time to have the full approval of vaccine. We now have it. This helps us move forward, and we're moving forward with our schools with this new vaccine mandate.
President Biden celebrating the approval and commissioning more companies, agencies, and school districts to require vaccines.
Require your employees to get vaccinated or face strict requirements. And as I said last week, vaccination requirements have been around for decades.
And the Biden administration is considering a plan for booster shots for Americans starting September 20th. The CDC is set to discuss booster shots on Tuesday. Morgan Norwood, ABC News, Los Angeles.
A suspect is in critical condition tonight, and 2 police officers are being treated for smoke inhalation.
This after an attempt to serve a warrant here in Lincoln turned into a fire, and then a man having to be tased. The calls came in from the Bridgeport Apartments, which is up there near 14th and Superior. Several law enforcement units were there to serve a felony warrant to Deontay Hopper. They say when they arrived, Hopper wouldn't come out.
Mr. Hopper barricaded himself in the apartment, would not let people go in. There was negotiations that went on for a while. At that point, Mr. Hopper started a fire inside the apartment complex.
Law enforcement entered the apartment, and they say Hopper started fighting with them. He was tased and taken to the hospital in critical condition. 2 officers had to be taken to the hospital as well for smoke inhalation. We have an update on those devastating storms from this weekend. At least 22 people have died in Tennessee.
Rescue crews are still searching for survivors as floodwaters ravage the state. That story right after the break.
Wrap your head around this. Erectile dysfunction negatively affects
Now to the latest on Henri, still making its way through the northeast as a tropical depression.
Some states are dealing with power outages and flooding and are getting even more wind and rain. ABC's Rena Roy has the very latest.
Henri slamming the northeast, leaving a mess in its path as it moves state to state. An entire New Jersey neighborhood transformed into a lake. Cars getting stuck, water at waist level.
The level of water was 22 inches deep, and I've been told I wasn't in a flood area.
Flooding destroying people's homes.
My house is gone and my car is gone, so I'll be starting from square one. It's a disaster, just trying to pull stuff out.
This part of the state got crushed. It was a huge, massive rain event. This is double-digit inches in some cases of rain. Unheard of.
In Connecticut, similar scenes with streets covered in water and trees lodged into roofs.
We live in the valley, so everything just came into our driveway.
Henri now targeting Vermont after coming ashore Sunday afternoon on the coast of Rhode Island. This pickup truck barely visible through downed branches.
Just came flying down. I think it hit one of the transformers or whatever. Huge blue.
This as Tennessee deals with its own weather emergency. At least 40 are missing and 21 have been killed, with record rainfall causing flash flooding in the middle of the state. A young man and his dog trapped inside a flooded home, and this house smoldering after water rushed through.
As soon as I seen it come up over this bridge, dude, it was just like a mini tsunami. Yeah. I ran inside, we started grabbing kids.
Came outside, I turned my truck on, went back inside to get my kids dressed. By the time we came outside, there was no saving anything.
With even more rain pummeling the northeast, officials are especially concerned about flooding and the already saturated ground. Some areas expecting another 2 to 3 inches of rain. Rena Roy, ABC News, Westbrook, Connecticut.
Now, your Storm Alert Team forecast with meteorologist Malcolm Byron.
Well, fortunately, a lot quieter here in southeast Nebraska. The sun's out in full force right now, and as of the last couple of hours, things are really heating up across the area. By around 1 or 2 o'clock, we were around 90 degrees. Now we are in the upper 90s for temperatures. So we can see this on the satellite and radar perspective. Not a lot of cloud cover over southeast Nebraska. You can see a couple of showers off to the north and northwest, and they are mainly in the northeastern part of the state, and they are moving off towards the northeast, and we are to the southeast. So that's a good thing if you don't want to see, if you have any outdoor plans and you don't want to see any rain this particular evening. Eventually these are going to push off into Iowa. So as we take a look at Stormcast, we see these storms pushing off to the north and east, and Stormcast is keeping us dry at the moment, at least for this evening. I think there's a very, very small chance that there may be an isolated shower pop up in southeast Nebraska, and that's based off some other runs of Stormcast, but based off what we're seeing on satellite imagery now, it looks like we are going to stay mostly dry this evening and into the overnight hours. As you go in towards tomorrow morning, we could see a couple of spotty showers pop up. They're going to be very spotty. The nature of these is some may see some rain, but most will not. So I wouldn't bank on seeing any rain tomorrow morning. As we head in towards the afternoon, still seeing just a little bit of cloud cover. We will be mostly clear tomorrow afternoon, but by the time we get towards tomorrow evening, there are some showers developing off towards the west. It looks like a front is going to try to approach Lincoln and maybe slide on through tomorrow evening. That could give us a chance for a couple of scattered showers. Now, don't look at this run of Stormcast here and say, oh, there's lots of reds right over Lincoln, so Lincoln is going to get pummeled with rain tomorrow. That is just not the case. These are going to be scattered thunderstorms tomorrow. Some will see them. Most will not see the thunderstorm activity. This particular run of Stormcast has scattered storms lasting throughout Tuesday night and perhaps into early Wednesday morning. Temperatures right now, 98 in Lincoln, and I've seen some unofficial reports around 99 degrees, so it'll be interesting to see whether we hit 99 for a high temperature today. We seem to be the hot spot on the map. We're at 97 in Beatrice, 91 the current temperature in York. Factor in the humidity, it feels like it's in the 100s, 106 degrees right now in Lincoln, 103 Beatrice, 103 in Wahoo, still feeling like the 100s in Grand Island and Aurora. Right now the heat index at 101 degrees. Heat advisory has been posted, goes into effect noon tomorrow, and it'll stay in effect until 8 o'clock for the county shaded in orange. This is for southeast Nebraska, and the peak heat index could be anywhere from 102 to 107 tomorrow afternoon, at least with our forecast high, and where I think the dew points will stand by tomorrow afternoon. Here's a look at the the heat index forecast, perhaps feeling like the mid-90s by 12 o'clock as we get into the afternoon. Here's that 107 popping up up on the map. Most locations feeling very toasty tomorrow afternoon, still feeling like the upper 90s by 8 o'clock. And then we rinse and repeat kind of on Wednesday, feeling a little bit cooler, still may feel like the upper 90s Wednesday afternoon. For tonight, 72 degrees, mostly clear, perhaps an overnight shower, but most will remain dry. Slight southeast wind, around 5 to 10 miles per hour. We're going to go a forecast high of 100 degrees for tomorrow. I've been kind of playing temperature chicken today. We were originally forecasting 98 a couple hours ago, and then where I saw the temperatures rise to 98 this afternoon, I think we'll have to go 100 for tomorrow. Perhaps an evening storm for Lincoln. Here's a look at your 10-day forecast. We see scattered thunderstorms perhaps on Wednesday, 93 degrees, a brief cool down as you go in towards Thursday, 95 degrees, an isolated storm chance. Hey, the Nebraska State Fair starts in Grand Island on Friday, an isolated storm chance then as well. And then for the weekend, we're going to go 91 degrees for Saturday, an isolated storm chance perhaps late. I think the rain chances as we look at subsequent model runs are going down and down as we look at Saturday night. Sunday, another disturbance will arrive, perhaps a scattered storm chance. And right now, as we go in towards next week, looks like things perhaps may start to dry out.
All right, thank you very much, Malcolm. We do have an update from that big snowstorm earlier this year. Remember when you reported to us the sidewalks that weren't cleared?
That's right. Well, the properties that didn't clean the sidewalks are being billed on the City Council agenda today. They're going to be talking about that. There are 4 properties that paid a total of almost $1,400 since the city had to clean those. And by law, property owners have to clean the sidewalks in front of their buildings.
And we do want to let you know, just into our newsroom from the Lincoln and Lancaster County Health Department, Lincoln has had 2 more deaths from COVID-19 reported today. A man in his 40s and a man in his 60s. Both were hospitalized and unvaccinated. That brings our total number of deaths to 259 here in the Lincoln-Lancaster area.
All right. Let's take a look at Wall Street. Positive gains today. The Dow up 216. NASDAQ gained 228. Here are your numbers. You're watching Channel 8, Nebraska's trusted news source.
This week, world leaders meet to speed up evacuations.
We are united with our closest partners.
As the Taliban stands guard outside Kabul's airport, will it help? With so much at stake, World News Tonight with David Muir is America's #1 program on television.
Renewal by Andersen windows are designed for energy efficiency, durability, beauty, and minimal maintenance. Every single one of our windows is built to stand the test of time and comes with a fully transferable 20-year limited warranty. Fibrex will not flake, rust, crack, or corrode like other materials, and our warranty assures it.
You're not going to have the issues that you will have later down the road with other windows. It's really investing in your future. It's, cutting your energy costs back. It's, putting money into your home that you will see
World News is next. We'll see you back here at 6 o'clock.
With the Channel 8 Eyewitness News mobile app, you'll be the first to know. Get alerts about breaking news and weather, all in the palm of your hand.
Stop by Comfort Made Mattress Factory today and save up to $500 with our bigger bed, smaller price sales event. Locally owned Comfort Made Mattress Factory.
Closed captioning on Channel 8 Eyewitness.